Future State, Immortal Wonder Woman, issue number 2. Hoo-wee, this is fun, man. So great to like things. Isn't it great to like things? So great to have things just perfectly laid out for you in a beautiful way. Absolutely the best. Becky Cloonan, great writing. Jen Bartle, great art. Great book. Absolutely breathtaking, actually. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm just like, we need more of this. I'll take this all day, every day for the rest of my life. If we get books like this, I'll take it. I'll die a happy man if we get books like this. That's what it means to me. I just love it so much. So we are in the not so distant future. Or is it the distant future? It's the future, nonetheless. Diana's wearing Clark's cape. We're like, where, what? Okay. She's kind of just at like the end of her space, and we see that the necklace is kind of leading her somewhere. To the end of a world she doesn't yet know. She passes some like ruins of her world, and we see like the Daily Planet is kind of like flowing by. She like says her goodbyes to it, and like see that it's being chased by this end of the undoing, and that's eventually going to consume her. But she's trying to fight her way through it to make it to where she needs to go, and it looks like things are going to end badly for her, and she's on the verge of giving up. But she cannot give up. She needs to be hopeful and have that hope that all of her friends would want from her. And I like that a lot. She's struggling to find herself and experience what she needs to. I think it's really great. Absolutely fun. So we cut back to the past, and we see that Darkseid is about to choke out Superman. But Wonder Woman's like, that ain't happening. I'm not letting you do that. So she strangles him with the lasso, and they start beating him up. But it looks like Diana's about to lose. So in the most Superman of Superman ways, Clark blasts in, says he's sorry to Diana, and just throws Darkseid into the sky, and they start to fight. And it's like, this is it. This is what it was all leading to for Clark Kent and Darkseid. But he tells to Diana, this isn't your fate. So he like loses the cape. That's where we see Diana gets the cape at the beginning. Clark fights Darkseid into the sun, and we don't really know what happens to them, except they're probably dead. They're probably dead. They've been fighting for so long that's what they're doing. And you're like, that is the most Superman way to go out, just fighting till the very end. I absolutely love that. So now there's like no beings left in the universe or nothing left to fight for. I think that's such a cool thing to see. And we cut back to the future where Diana is still kind of like heartbroken and defeated, and she's trying to find this idea of herself or something that can make her continue to go on and to thrive and find her new face. But she's pretty much on the verge of giving up when there's like this weird call she's hearing. We don't really know what it is, but she's hearing this one thing that's kind of calling out to her. Through all the darkness, we see some things that happen to like the Legion of Superheroes and some other people, and how hope is this important thing, and how hope is what you do, and you need to have hope in order to survive. And through the darkness, she sees a shining green light, and she feels some relief, and she's headed to Brainiac's ship. She's like, even if it's Brainiac, that's something else to believe in. But she gets there, and she sees that it is the Spectre. She's like, what? I thought this was... He's like, oh, it's long gone. This is it. We're the two remaining beings left in the universe. And it's kind of interesting. You see the Spectre's like, yeah, I was just like staying around because I wanted to know who it was, and now that you're here, I'm like, okay, that's great, but there's nothing left for me to do. Like, I just sit here and wait for somebody to come find me, and now there's nothing left for us at all. Diana's like, come on, there's got to be more of us than just that. And even that's like, the Spectre goes, no, the us is going to end soon too, because I exist for atonement and vengeance, and if there's nothing left in there, I'm on the verge of collapsing anyways and leaving. And Diana, in the most Wonder Woman ways, like, you're right, there's nothing left for you in this world. You fulfilled your duty. You are allowed to go. And it's just kind of like that goodbye, saying goodbye, like the last being left in the universe. And the Spectre's like, I want to move on. I want to know my finality, but I don't know how to end. I've been fueled by this one thing for so long. How do I say goodbye? How do I let go of this and have my end come to me? And Diana's like, it's okay. You just can't think of it as an ending. You're just like reconciliating with everything that's happened to you. You should submit to it. She puts the lasso around him. And in the final moments of the Spectre, he's like, I could have done better. And Diana, on the verge of tears, is just like, no, my friend, you did exactly what you needed to. And now Diana is truly left alone in the universe, and the undoing is surrounding her. And I kind of like that we're seeing the Spectre in this moment, because the Spectre is kind of like going to tie into Infinite Frontier, and her and the Spectre are going to have like their moments, so that's kind of cool to see. I like that. It's probably foreshadowing in this book as to what that might be done in Infinite Frontier, which is kind of cool to see. I enjoyed that a lot. It looks like the undoing is coming to consume Diana, but she's found herself in the words that she said to the Spectre, to accept your thing, and now she's able to fight back against the darkness and hopefully hold on long enough to find her peace and bring something back to life. So she gets consumed by the undoing, and in the eternal darkness, she is still a shining light, and she uses all of her power, what's left of it, to tell their story, to tell this final story of the DC universe for something. And you're like, that's pretty sick. Bright colors looking pretty cool, and looks like Diana's going to become a constellation in the sky for a brighter and cooler tomorrow. Man, that's sick. I liked it a lot. This was a nice little story about Diana trying to find herself in a world that's kind of gone, and seeing this character just experiencing her final days and her final moments in a world that she knows she needs to have the hope that she never really had before. I thought that was pretty cool. And that's not all we get in this book. There is a backup with Nubia, and she's the Wonder Woman of Earth still. So we see that in the last issue, she was kind of taken away from Aunt Nancy, and now she sees that it was Grail that took her, and Grail's got her locked up, and Grail's trying to summon Cersei, and Cersei's like, what the hell do you want with me? And Grail's just like, oh, I have a proposition for you. I'll give you your freedom, and you can wear this necklace, and you won't vanish anymore, but you have to take the tiara from this Wonder Woman. And she's like, oh, that shouldn't be hard enough. I mean, if she was just willing to submit, it would be a lot easier. So they fight for it, and you see that's not working because all the power of the Amazons and Aunt Nancy are just inside the tiara, just using all their power, their combined might to take down Cersei from trying to struggle there. And it's just fun, It's a fun Nubia book. Nubia kind of breaks through her chains, becomes Wonder Woman, takes down Grail and Cersei in a fun, a little action scene, becomes her own woman again. And the book just kind of ends on a high note, let's get further adventures with Nubia as Wonder Woman, because I would read the hell out of that. I'm really liking this. It's a different kind of Wonder Woman, man. It was just so cool to see. Such a unique experience. Absolutely worth your money, absolutely worth your time. Really cool. I didn't go in depth on the Nubia stuff just because it's kind of obvious, it's just okay, she beats Cersei and Grail, she's gonna have her moment with Aunt Nancy and just have some fun going on there. It's your classic stuff. I'm really liking it. I just can't get over how cool this book was, Much like I said with Worlds of War when it came to the Superman book, I'm super excited to see what Becky Cloonan is going to do on Wonder Woman now, just because that's a character that kind of needed a revamp and a relaunch just to become something new and original. So I'm super on board for whatever's coming next from this character. It's got me so pumped, man. The future looks bright at DC, and if we get more talents like this, like Becky Cloonan and Jen Bertel doing some great art, man, it's going to be cool to see. This is a fun book, too. If you want to know why Wonder Woman is so important to the overall DC universe, I think reading this book is a great example as to why, because she's not Batman and she's not Superman. She is the in-between that keeps the hope burning for Superman and will do the things that need to be done. I absolutely love it. I think it's very cool. A very beautiful story that's going to make you go, okay, this is Wonder Woman. This is the future of DC. I'm on board for all of that. Let's get more of it. Definitely worth your time. So, Future State, Immortal Wonder Woman issue number 2, I am going to give a 9 out of 10. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.